Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Now, this one, this is from Nieva Emeros.
Nieva. Okay. Hi,
Yeah,
Nieva.
she was my classmate in college. Yeah, and she's also an
Okay.
online teacher. Yeah. What's your city
Okay,
famous
nice.
for? Yeah. What's your city famous for? The
Sorry,
city,
say
yeah,
again.
the city where you are living right now. Are you living in Jakarta or?
Oh, me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not from the capital city of
Capital.
Indonesia,
Okay.
Jakarta. Okay, so I was born in a city. Okay, in Indonesia we have provinces. Okay, there are
Yeah.
about right now, and I am from East Java province, and in East Java there are two cities which are so popular. Two biggest cities, yeah. So the first one is Surabaya, which is the capital city of East Java, and the second one is Malang, my hometown. So I am from
What is
Malang,
it
but
famous for?
okay, for Malang, Malang is famous for Bromo Mountain.
Promo.
Yeah, Bromo. Like
Is
the
it?
picture. The picture is what is it popular? I think you will see that a lot in Indonesian advertisement when it comes to what is it tourism. Yeah, okay, Bromo Mountain. So well, Malang is also famous for its universities because there are a lot of good universities in Malang, like Brawijaya University, my university, which is a state university of Malang, UM. And Malang is called because it's surrounded by, it's like a bowl, yeah, it's surrounded by mountains. So there are a lot of mountains here. So I think if people like going to the mountains, also beaches, please go to Malang. But right now, I don't live in Malang anymore because in 2014 I got married and my wife is from Kediri. So Kediri and Malang is like maybe it takes 3 hours by car or motorcycle. And yeah, so now I live in Kediri, and Kediri is famous for its English village, which where I am right now. Yeah. So in English Village, if you've never heard about it, guys, please do come to English Village. I will be your guest, especially for the person who asked this question. What was the name again? Nenya?
Nieva.
Nieva. Okay, so English Village is a place. Actually, it's like 2 or 3 villages, yeah. And in those villages, there are like in the past we used to have like 200, maybe around 200 English institutions. Even now during the pandemic, the number went down to maybe around 50. But still, this place is so famous for, the unique English community because every month, like in the past, maybe around, I don't know, like thousands of people came to this place just to study English. They stay here for 2 weeks until several months. And sometimes some people from like Thailand, Malaysia, and maybe Yemen, and I met somebody from Timor-Leste. They came to this place to study or to teach English, yeah. And it has been running like, I don't know, maybe for more than 30 years. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was first founded in 78. So an English institution, and then the students graduated, and then they made another English institutions, and then that's how it went until now. Like some people also invest some money to build English schools here, and yeah, that's how this place develops.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, this next question is also very interesting. I think you've you've talked about this in the previous questions, in your previous answer. So this is from Angel.
Okay.
Knowing
Angel,
that
okay.
knowing that Indonesia is one of the famous places to be. So what's the best spot in Indonesia that you can share for those who wish to visit your place?
Okay. Of course, that's gonna be Jakarta. Like, even though we are moving our capital city.
So you're gonna be moving your capital city to another
island. Yes.
Okay.
That is the plan of our president, yeah, Joko Widodo. He's moving the capital city from Jakarta because Jakarta originally it was a swamp And actually that place is not ideal for making cities because like when you build something heavy like buildings and stuff like that, underground it is like really solid ground. So
Yeah,
that's why
I heard it in some documentaries that the city is sinking, right?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why in rainy season there's always flood. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Jakarta is so crowded, and so I think the government is thinking that maybe it's not ideal for for running the government. So that's why he's moving the capital city to Kalimantan, Borneo Island. Yeah, the island which so in that island there are three countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, and also Brunei Darussalam. And Jokowi is planning to build the capital city in East Kalimantan. Wait, I forgot the name. What is it? My God. Okay, sorry guys, I forgot it because it is a quite unusual name. Like I think it consists of two words or two cities. I'm not really sure. So, but I don't know when it will be finished. I think it's gonna be like a long time. But yeah, so if let's say you guys want to look, like, okay, you're visiting Jakarta, you're visiting Indonesia, so please go to Jakarta. There is a famous monument called Monas, like a Tugu it's like a monument, and on top of that monument there is a gold, like I don't know, like I think it is really big, like a big gold.
Wow.
And that is so popular. I think that's like one of the most popular icons in Indonesia. But of course, you can go to Bromo Mountain, which is near my city. That mountain is so iconic. Like it always appears in lots of Indonesian documentaries. Or you can go to Bali because Bali. Even some people know Bali more than Indonesia. So if you can go to Bali, there is a statue called Garuda Wisnu Kencana. It's like a statue of Wisnu God, with the bird, like I think that is also iconic, and people will think that okay, you go to Bali then,
Okay. This next question, this is also again from Angel. Yeah, she has two questions.
Okay. All right.
She asks, Indonesia is a diverse country which is bound to have different cultures and practices. Can you name a practice or culture that is no longer present or observed in Indonesia? Yeah, because in the Philippines there are a lot of practices that are, slowly fading, and the teenagers are no longer practicing it. So is it also happening in Indonesia?
I would say yes. Yeah, I think it's also many countries' problems. Yeah, I remember I can't remember where. Maybe in Tibet, there is a language which is fading because there's only one person left who still speaks that language. Yeah.
And that's very sad.
Yeah, and also in Indonesia, it is the same. Yeah, because the development of technology. I think there are things that people are leaving right now. Maybe I'll give you one example. In Javanese language, because I'm a Javanese, which is like one of the biggest ethnics in Indonesia. In Javanese language, we have in the past we used to have like several, what do you call it? Several kinds of language. No, not dialect, but language. In terms of politeness. Or formalities. So if I'm talking to you, I will be using like the casual language, but when I'm talking to the older people, I will switch to different language. And when I'm in special occasions, then I will be using like a kind of ancient language. But I don't think the youngsters now know that, because I think more and more people learn more and more people use Indonesian instead of Javanese, even though they are Javanese. And like people like me, I speak another language, which is English, and I don't really practice that language because the people around me don't really use that language. So it's like we don't really teach that to the youngsters, even though maybe, I know one or two words which are polite, but I cannot speak like for the whole language, like for that different levels. So I think that's what is missing right now, and a lot of cultures like dances, for example. Like she is right. Yeah, we have lots of ethnics and we have maybe hundreds of traditional dances, but now there are not many art centers which teach the youngsters to learn dance, because not many kids are attracted to dancing. Maybe they tend to play Mobile Legends more. And traditional dance. So that's why some universities, like my university, State University of Malang, we have Faculty of Faculty of Letters, and one of the programs is art, dance. Like we learn traditional dance and traditional music. I think we have something called so popular, and with gamelan usually we use that music to play along with the traditional dance. And so I would say language and dance. Even though maybe even for traditional games we used to play that in the past when I was a kid, but now I think kids love gadgets more, which is so sad.
When I was still a kid, we used to play outside with my friends, like
true, right?
But right now I don't see any kids playing the same game, the one that we played before. So it's really sad. So let's proceed to the next question. This is from Nestle May Cabales. Okay.
Okay.
This is still about culture.
Right.
What similarities or differences from both our cultures do you know? Like, what do you know any similar culture in Indonesia and Philippines, or a different one?
I feel like being interviewed for my geography knowledge. Okay. All right. Luckily, I watch a lot of YouTubes.
Okay, so I think
Hello.
you're freezing. You're freezing.
Is my voice okay? All right.
Okay, it's fine now. It's fine now.
So similarities first. Number one, our face. I can't tell the difference between Thai people. I think maybe like apart from Singapore, maybe because Singapore the differences are quite clear, but like Brunei, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, maybe Vietnam is not equal to maybe because I think it's quite clear. So I think we look alike. Our face
I agree.
similar.
I agree with you.
Even though maybe there is something different. I don't know why, but I can tell that some, maybe because I watch movies and also music videos from the Philippines. I think I can have like kind of that feeling that so you're from Philippines. No, this is Indonesian. But that difference is so so little. If let's say we walk together, people will not know that we are from different countries. So number one, that's I would say face. Number two, like we have discussed in our in chat, the language.
Language.
Even though it sounds weird to me, because I think some words I think they look similar. Like you taught me once, which is katuk, and then what was that? Ngatak.
Nangangatok.
Ngatok, katuk, ngatok. I think that is kind of similar, but unfortunately, I've never learned any Philippine. Sorry, can I say Tagalog? Is that the right term?
Tagalog is where Filipino is based. So like the national language is Filipino, and it is based in Tagalog. Because in Filipino there are vocabularies that are from Spanish, Yeah. Filipino.
Oh, yeah.
Filipino, which is the national language, can be a mixture of English and Tagalog or Spanish and Tagalog. So that's why it's called Filipino.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And number 3, this is the thing that I like, because I love martial arts, and I realized that I think our martial art is kind of similar,
Similar.
even though there are the weapons that are so special from the Philippines. It's called that kali stick, eskrima kali stick, arnes, kali eskrima. So they have like special sticks that I think we don't really use that, because in Indonesia maybe the weapon it can be like a machete, like a long knife. It can be a machete. It can be a karambit. Karambit is like like a tiger claw, like this. It is so short. I think if you watch our action movies which were booming in the few years later. In the few years ago, Merantau, The Raid. Like we use, and also 2 of our guys played in John Wick Keanu Reeves movie, and they use that kind of weapon. Karambit. It's small. It has like a curved blade over it, and that's so dangerous. But apart from that, I would say that the movements are kind of similar. We also use sarung. I saw Dan Inosanto demonstrated that in one of his videos, where he tried to fight using sarung. So I think that's kind of similar. Yeah. Now for the differences, I think of course in terms of language, I think Spanish and English dominate the
vocabulary,
the language of Filipino. Yeah. In Indonesia, maybe I would say Dutch. Some vocabularies, like buku, and then personnel. Personnel is like what do you call it? Clutch. Yeah. So under steel, under jail is like a spare part. So I think, we have more. How do you call it? Okay, I forget the term. Yeah, like when we take vocabulary from another country and sometimes we modify and put it in our language. I think that's a term. Sorry, what was that?
Borrow.
Borrow. No, it's not only borrow, but sometimes we change it, and then it becomes Indonesian language. In Indonesian language we call it serapan, but
How do you say?
I can't remember.
Is it assimilation?
Serapan. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. So it becomes our language with new modification, but we can see that the similarities, like nanas. I think in another language it's called ananas, and I think also in Filipino, what do you call it? Ananas, pineapple.
What? What is it? What word is it?
Pineapple. What do you call?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. The fruits, pineapple.
We call
that?
Call it pinya. Pinya. Pinya.
Okay, pinya. Pinya.
Or P-I-N-Y. No. Apple is manzanas.
Manzanas.
Yeah, apple, manzanas.
Wow, that's weird. Yeah, manzanas sounds more like nanas. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's pineapple, right?
Oh, yeah.
So nanas. That makes sense.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. You're right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Even the numbers 1 to 6 and
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's kind of similar in our language. Like when you count in Tagalog, you say isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, which is kind of similar to empat. Yeah. And lima.
Oh wow, lima.
Yeah. And then anim. For 6, it's anim.
Anim, enam. Wow.
Yeah, but when you go to another language in the Philippines, which is Bisaya, it's Cebuano. So that's my native language. Cebuano is my native language. Tagalog is my second language. So when you count in Cebuano, like you say, usa, duha. So it's like dua, right?
Yeah, dua.
Dua, tulo, then upat.
Tolo is like Javanese language. Talu.
So
Talu.
it's 3. Oh yeah, tulo.
Yeah.
Then upat. So in Tagalog, it's apat. But in Bisaya, it's upat.
Upat. Upat is
Yeah.
like papat. In Javanese, papat.
And then,
I think our native language is related maybe, yeah?
yeah, they belong to the same family, like Austronesian languages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then 5, unong, then 10 is
Yeah.
pulo, 10 in
Sepuluh.
Cebuano. Yeah, pulo.
Yeah, sepuluh. In Japanese language, we call it sepuluh. Not sepuluh.
Yeah.
Sepuluh is Indonesian sepuluh.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay. Wow.
Even expensive and cheap, we call it mahal and mura.
Seriously?
Yeah. But in Indonesian, mura is spelled as MURAH, right? There's H.
Yes.
In the Philippines, there's no H.
Oh, murah.
Mura.
Okay.
Mahal and mura. Yeah.
Mahal murah.
Like, it's kind
So
of interesting.